Join us on BCC TV for a new series titled Community Circle. It's diversity, resilience, and the spirit of community.
Who have inspired you and why their story is important.
I think that you should say that because I'm thinking of Marcus Mosiah Garvey.
Welcome to Community Circle.
My name is Ukela Prince, and I'll be your host for tonight. So I'm thrilled to have you all here today. It's going to be a beautiful evening, right? So on behalf of Black Community Canada Television, I want to welcome you to From Nation Builders to Visionaries. And it's 30 years of Black history in Canada, honoring Black brilliance across generations. I think that's a beautiful one. So tonight is more than a celebration. For us, it is a reflection. It is gratitude. And it is a call to build intentionally for the future. For 3 decades, Black History Month in Canada has recognized resilience, contribution, and excellence. But beyond recognition, tonight we ask deeper questions. For example, what was built? What was sacrificed? And what must be protected and expanded? Thank you to our distinguished panelists. Well, we'll have 2 sets of panelists tonight, so it's going to be a beautiful one. And our invited guests, thank you every one of you for being here today, and we're glad because you are making this a beautiful time this evening. So you chose to be part of this intimate studio audience experience, and I think it's a beautiful one. Thank you for coming. Yeah. Okay, so let us begin by grounding ourselves in the legacy that brought us here. With great joy in our hearts, let's do welcome the CEO of the Black Community Canada Television, Her Excellency, Reverend Blessing Ajayi. There's a woman also in the crowd, you know? Sit down. Let's pass the mic to her. Yeah. So, let's take your opening speech.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
You're looking Tanzanian.
Yes, I'm Tanzanian. Thank you so much. I'm delighted to have everyone here. Honorable Ambassador, investors, entrepreneurs, all in the house here, wonderful sisters and brothers. So, good afternoon, distinguished leaders, honored guests, partners, and members of our community. I'm talking about the Black community.
I know.
Yeah, so today, I'm so delighted to welcome all of you here in our center of Black Community Canada Television, and to celebrate, to remark the 30th anniversary of Black History Month. It is recognized that we have built a legacy in our community through the Black people here, but we recognize the legacy of 30 years in making the 30th anniversary of Black History Month stand as a powerful reminder that Black history is not distinct from us. It is living, evolving, and being written through our voices, our achievements, and our collective contribution every single day. This is what we live already in the nation of Canada that we have come to build together. For 3 decades, this national recognition has created space to acknowledge the strength, resilience, and excellence of Black community across Canada. It has allowed stories once overlooked to be told, contribution once unseen to be honored, and generation once unheard to be recognized as essential builders of this nation, social, cultural, and economic fabrics. But this anniversary, the remarkable one, is more than a celebration of the past. It is a call to reflection and responsibility. It challenges us to ask how far we have come. Indeed, we have come so far. What barrier still remains, and how we intentionally shape the next 30 years to come for those who will come after us. Today we celebrate pioneers. I want to acknowledge the fact that indeed, we, the Black community, we have made a difference. In the nation of Canada, inventors, pioneers, artists, educators, entrepreneurs, community builders, whose we are all representative in the house here. Sometimes it might not be written on your faces, but you know that you have invented, you have been an educator, entrepreneurs. I see my brother here, Michael, he's a guru when it comes to tech area. I see my brother also too. So many of us, like, even in this house, we are full of representative of what the Black community have contributed in the nation of Canada. And I would say that I am so proud. We are proud of ourselves. This is not the years where we talk about, how the Black fail, how we don't do it. No. We are wanted. In fact, our color is recognized and it's an influence in the midst of the white. And I want everyone to feel the same, to know that we are unique, we are special. We cannot be replaced. In fact, we are not appearing, it's like nothing is happening. In royalty, we represent. We have represented in many areas in this nation. So, builders who encourages created pathway where none exists before. And in honoring them, we recommit ourselves to continue the work we've been doing and will still be doing, expanding opportunity and ensuring that the legacy we inherited becomes the foundation of future generations to rise even higher than we are seeing now. So I just want to use this opportunity to applaud every one of you and those that are not here, the ones that have done before now, that we have impacted the nation and will continue to do great things and will be celebrated. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Her Excellency, Reverend Blessing Ajayi. It's always nice to hear you, speak on the Black history. And I think it's very, very deep what you've said today. And I'm sure that we are taking something home from that. Thank you so much. Now, as we look back over the past 30 years, we must first honor the architects, the organizers, the institution builders, the quiet leaders who created the platform we now stand on. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a surprise video clip for you, so let's just take a watch.
Hello, I'm Jean Augustine. This year, 2026, marks 30 years since I rose in Canada's Parliament to move that we recognize February as Black History Month. And as we reflect today, we recognize it was a transformative motion that catalyzed important conversations and brought some progress. This year, the Government of Canada's Black History Month theme is 30 years of Black History Month, honoring Black brilliance across generations, from nation builders to tomorrow's visionaries. It recognizes the enduring legacy of Black Canadians, whose leadership, creativity, innovation, and resilience have not only shaped our past, but continue to influence our present and will inspire future generations. To each and all, regardless of race, please join me in celebrating our shared Canadian history, Black History is Canadian history. Thank you.
I heard that. Black history is. Come on, let's celebrate our mama, please. Honorable Jean Augustine. We celebrate her. She's a living legend, isn't it? One more time, please, an applause for this wonderful woman. Is our mama. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, so please join me tonight in welcoming our first panel. We have here seated already Mr. Garnet Manning. Garnet Manning serves as the Senior Advisor, Special Projects to the Mayor of Brampton, supporting initiatives that advance the city's growth and community well-being. Manning is also a licensed real estate professional with Royal LePage, Action Realty Brokerage, and brings decades of experience in local government, having served as Brampton City Councillor and acting mayor. I know some of you didn't know that. His public service has been recognized with honors, including the African Canadian Achievement Award and the United Nations World Excellence Sustainable Development Achievement Award. And he remains committed to civic engagement and community leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, join me welcome the one and only Garnet Manning. Okay, let me move to the male first because they say ladies before gentlemen, but I started with the gentleman. So allow me to conclude with, let me continue with the gentleman. That is, he's not looking, he's representing. Okay, let me not look for trouble first. It's too early, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, we have Chief Carlton Darby. Carlton Darby is the founder and leader of the United Progressive Party of Canada. It's great to see a black man who leads a political party in this nation, right? Yeah, he is also a true and a dedicated Canadian. Some of you are fake ones, so he's a true. So, Carlton Darby migrated to Canada from Jamaica 32 years ago. Some of you were not born then, right?
34 now.
34 now. Okay. 2 years just came in, right? Okay, it's okay. He grew up in Rema and Dehan Town in Kingston, Jamaica. Wow. There's quite a lot to talk about him. He lives in Mississauga, I'm telling you, where he raised a family. He is an accountant, an author, and a founder and president of the business establishment selling medical equipment. Any injection for us tonight? Yeah, thank you.
Defibrillators, important. I just came back from Jamaica and I'm looking to get defibrillators in the school there.
Wow.
Very important. I read something recently where they're saying that post-COVID, the number of people that suffer from cardiac arrest has doubled.
Wow.
I will talk about that sometime.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Chief Carlton Darby. Thank you for coming. Dr. Marlene Morris, unavoidably absent. Yeah, so she was very strong this evening, so she had to reach out to us not too long ago. So
she'll be missed.
She'll be missed. I'm telling you, because she was to bring another level of fire, to this discourse tonight. But it's all good. And ladies and gentlemen, I've already introduced Reverend Blessing Ajayi, the CEO of BCC TV. She is also an ambassador of the United Nations. She carries so many umbrellas. She is the leader of the Glorious Women of Wonders. She is also the part of the management board and CEO for Apex Community Center. And can I go on and on? I think that's... Thank you. Thank you, Reverend. And courtesy of her, we are here today. God bless you. Okay, so I also have here with me this evening with us. She's an ambassador as well. So we have so many ambassadors here. Ambassador.
We say mashallah.
Mashallah?
Yeah, God bless.
God bless. Oh my gosh. Ambassador Miriam Adam. She's a Presidential Award Lifetime Achievement Award holder, a devoted wife, mother, and grandmother, and a prominent African Canadian leader who serves in various roles, including Global Public Relations Officer. She's also African Women in Leadership Organization, which is AULO, Ambassador of Culture and Tourism, African Union. She is dedicated to promoting cross-cultural understanding, economic inclusion, trade tourism, and empowerment. Thank you so much for coming. We're glad to have you. All right, so let me start with Janet. So they just have about, because of our time, a few minutes to just give us an introduction, because we'll be looking at nation builders, foundations, struggles, and legacy. So thank you, Janet Manning. So over to you, then.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for the invitation. After Black History, to everyone, it's great to be here. Black History celebration, for me, is celebration of legacy. Legacy that was handed down to us. And a legacy that's handed down to us requires for us to build upon that legacy. It is literally a platform for us. A platform for us. Ooh, sorry. It's literally a platform for us to build on. It is also a challenge for us to preserve that legacy. Never let it be said of us that we squandered that which was handed down to us. It was through resilience, dedication, intentionality that we're here today. And many have paved the way for us, which we will talk about. But if there's one thing I want to leave with us here, is that we have a tremendous responsibility to build something better than what that was handed down to us. And we also have a tremendous responsibility to preserve that which we have received. And again, I repeat myself. I want to repeat it. I'm intentional about repeating it. Never let it be said of us that we squandered what is given to us. There are many elements today that could easily cause us to water down what we have received, but we'll discuss more about that. It's very important, but I'm so honored and privileged to be here tonight, and I'm looking forward to a beautiful discussion in Black history and Black legacy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate you immensely. So let's hear your opening remarks, Ambassador Miriam, please.
First of all, I want to wish everybody Ramadan Mubarak, means blessing Ramadan. I was fasting today.
You brought some ram?
No, ram is closed. Yeah. I really want to take this opportunity first to appreciate everyone who's here. Means you're at the right place at the right time with the right people. I'm Ambassador Mariam, African Canadian, proud. Been here for almost 40 years. I was the first Black woman sitting with our mom, Gina Agostino, at Toronto Community Housing. You know, so it was giving me that there's no stopping. It doesn't matter where you live, it's who you are. Your identity doesn't matter. And this television, we need to have that gratitude, to appreciate, to endorse it, to support it, and to bring with us wherever we go. You know, so I'm so honored and express my heartfelt gratitude to Black Community Canada Television, right, for creating this atmosphere and to bring all of us together for voice across generation, to reflect that legacy we have, right? The leadership, the future for Black community and Canada, both meaningfully and necessity, right? Because if we don't be inclusive, today we have our brothers and sisters from the Caribbean, right? We have our brothers and sisters from continent of Africa. We all move together to this part. One thing we have in common, we are all Black community proud. Second one, we need to learn from each other because we came from different background, different aspect. How we grow up, how culture, right? Like I'm from East Africa. I was proud to learn no wahala, hakuna matata, right? So from east to west, north to south to the Caribbean, I learned that. I learned about Belgium, you know? I went for my honeymoon to the Caribbean. So the beauty is, it doesn't matter who you are, it's how you bring it forward.
It
How
doesn't
do you
matter
encourage your other sister, brothers and sisters? Because that is going to reflect to our children the future for tomorrow. So today, my sister from India and my sister from Malaysia, who doesn't know anything about Africa, how are we going to embrace to let them know, right? The difference of when we, slavery and Africa, right? Everybody is African. Nobody was slave. Like, no, it was brought and they were made slave. So no African was born slave.
Okay.
Do you understand? At all. So because some of the people asking this question, it's so important TV like this to support it, so to bring forward the truth. And us as an African, it doesn't matter where you are.
Thank you.
I met African
Thank
in
you,
Limon.
Ambassador. I will come back to you. Okay.
All right.
Your time is up for now.
I'm
Thank
very
you.
passionate, and
know,
I
I
just
know.
want to welcome and I appreciate everyone.
Okay,
So,
let's have
let's go.
Chief, just a maximum of 2 minutes, please. Let's celebrate happily. Okay.
It's passionate.
I know. Chief Carlton Darby.
Thank you. I can understand her passion. Sometimes I'm like that myself. I hope I will be very controlled this evening. I first want to really appreciate Reverend Blessing for what she's doing in our community. And we need to provide more support. We need to get more support. This is a good thing, and we love you, we respect you, and we're here for you and with you. I am Carlton Darby, and as the leader for the United Progressive Party of Canada, it is with great honor that I welcome all distinguished panel. From Nation Builders, Visionaries, 30 years of Black History Month in Canada, celebrating Black brilliance across generations. We're gathered here to reflect on the foundation laid by our nation builders, acknowledge their struggle, honor their rich legacy they have imparted to us. This evening, we are not only here to look back at a remarkable journey and contribution of these who came before us, but to also forge ahead with collective vision for the future. Our discussion today will delve into innovation, representation, and evolving dynamics that shapes our community in this new era. I love Canada. This country has given me, and I think most of you, everything and then some. There are those who want to divide us, like liberals and conservatives, gay, straight, French, English, but this generation doesn't care about all that. Like all well-thinking people, we want to go to school, get a good education, get a well-paid job, and start a business. For our family, that's what the United Progressive Party is about. Special gratitude goes to the esteemed panel, including, again, Reverend Blessing, Mr. Garnet Manning, who is doing a great job in the city of Brampton, and many others, whose wisdom and insight will illuminate our path forward. Let us engage, inspire, continue to build a Canada that is inclusive, progressive, and representative of all its people. Thank you for being a part of this event.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Chief. Okay, let me Reverend has given us an opening speech, but I believe she just has one or two things to add before we take our questions. I know we brought in Reverend today into this section, more like we put her in just a few minutes ago, and we're glad having you. Thank you for doing
Thank
this.
you so much. I appreciate. Basically, what we are all saying is that we are all part of the contribution of this nation, and as we know, I usually hear the people say about Black as people that are suffering, as if we don't have direction.
Please, can you take the mic a little bit closer? Thank you.
You know, as if we already needed people. But I change the narrative. And I say no. And personally myself, I made a decision that I will be the one of them that will change the narrative and make impact. Not just in the community alone, national and worldwide. You know, just like you, all everyone representing here, it takes sacrifices, it takes effort, it takes, you know, a lot of things that you put in there to get it done. But as we know, 30 years, there's a lot of builders, innovators already working hard. The mentality have changed. Our young people, you know, have gone so far beyond and representing. And if Canada stand to speak, they can mention the Black standing. Not just like before again. Things have changed. So we are hardworking people and we have made the impact. Just the beginning of it. So we are just beginning to rise and we are rising. So I want to applaud the fact that the Black people, the community that we stand, we are proud of them, the royalty community, and we'll continue to strive. And we build and build until we overtake. Thank you.
Okay, good to manage. Thank you. All right, so. Okay, guys, welcome back. So, Manning, we'll be very, very fast now because our time is a little bit spent. So, when you think about the early years of Black community building in Canada, what defining moments stand out for you or to you?
There's so many defining moments in building this community, the Black community, and I'm glad that we're literally sitting in a studio that was this initiative in order for a voice to be amplified. And I want to point out one in particular, and that is a Brampton-based initiative. So in the 80s, there's an organization now in Brampton called United Achievers. They started out over 46 years ago just as a club, social club, because again, whether we like it or not, Black people coming into Canada were forced to socialize, okay? You were pretty much locked out of the mainstream, so we always find we socialize. But they were very intentional in starting this organization. They built this community. It moves to build an institution, moves to promote strong economy, and of course the fourth thing was to engage the politician, engage government. As a result of their work, if you take a drive up on McLaughlin Road, pause at 7820 McLaughlin Road, which is a bit south of Steeles, you will see a beautiful building called Mahogany Place. That organization is one of the few Black run organization that was instrumental in building not-for-profit housing. And that was in the 80s. They did that. That organization still exists today. It's now called Roots Community Service. That's one of the significant moments, and I'm just going 46 years, I could go all the way back. But learn a bit about what United Achievers done. Every time you pass by that building, it's a symbol that when community comes together intentional, not only do we come together to socialize, but that socialization can build institution. And from institution, we can gain political power. They didn't have that handed down to them. It was their voice and their forcefulness and their ability to articulate what was happening and justify the need for the government of Ontario to partner with them and build a not-for-profit project that caters to subsidized income, but also there was a strong focus on caring for our seniors, and today they still operate under that guidance.
Interesting. Let me speak with Honorable Carlton. Now, you as a political leader, I think it's for me this is very pertinent, and you've been here for about 34 years.
Yeah.
How did earlier generations create influence without access to traditional power structure?
Well, I'm living here 34 years now, and I've seen many changes. I've seen where our community has evolved. There is better inclusiveness, more inclusiveness. I find that communities are working together, but we need to do more. And it is only through inclusiveness and working together as a people that we're going to see ourselves elevated beyond our current space. And one of the most intriguing or the most troubling thing for me, Prince, is as someone that is in the community and talk to people, not only our people, but all people, I usually engage people about voting. That's my forte. And it makes me sad when I engage someone of my color. And I can tell you this without hesitation or without contradiction. You go up to a black person, do you vote? No, they're not interested. And I was invited at a march downtown at Queen Street to march, and I told the organizers, I'm not marching. I'm done with that. We have been marching for more than 159 years, and nothing has changed. We have to vote. If we don't vote, nothing will change. We have to be at the seat. We have to be at the decision table, and we have to be there giving our voices, man. The politician will tell you, when you don't vote, you've already voted.
Interesting. If you don't vote, you voted already. I like that. Ambassador, a lot of people have the opinion that, blacks gathering every February, especially in Ottawa and Gatineau and all that, that is a wasted time and resources and energy. They didn't say anything good about blacks going there, standing all through for hours. Sometimes waiting to shake the Prime Minister. Someone categorically told me and said, other communities will sit down properly, the Prime Minister will come and shake them. But we also to take selfie during Black History Month with the Prime Minister. But this time, Kanye didn't do that, right? So he spoke and he went away. So I don't know what you think about that. But while answering that, I want you to also talk to me. What were the most significant barriers black leaders face, or what are, when building institutions and organizations?
It's a very important question. Yeah. First of all, I want to add just one point. Our brother talked about it on the influence, because the influence, we have to look on a barrier from the grassroots. Because at the grassroots, you see exactly what is going on. So if we can pull that together, like when I came to Canada in 1988, I didn't know what I'm facing here, right? So even our people in Ghana, they didn't know where they end up. They just see the French speaking. They decide to go to Montreal, like a different place. When you see English, you go to Toronto, but everybody have that barrier. Doesn't matter. You see, in my Somali community, you see they end up character shocked, culture shock, religion shock. So they don't know how to go around about it until somebody died. So always it goes back to the grassroots. That's the only way we can manage to lift and to learn how we can manage to put ourselves, because to be on the table is the most important.
Right.
To be on the table.
Right.
Like always we call parking lot meetings, somebody complained and grabbing Garnet at the lobby there. There's a problem, A, B, C, D. But we don't really, when they're calling the meeting, we don't show up. That is our problem. That's the biggest barrier we have, because we're scared to speak up. But on the corner, you can complain until you drop. But if it doesn't go to the city councillor or to the right people, we are back on the square one. We are right there. So that, what it does teach our kids, means not to speak up. But if we start to speak up, it will help us to be on the table. Decision making, inclusivity. Like it doesn't matter who came here earlier or late. Everybody come with something, some thought, intelligence on their head. We can learn and exchange idea together.
Okay. Thank you very much. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Let me take Reverend, please. Reverend, you are.
Is Reverend in the panel? Yeah.
Yeah, she is now.
I thought she's the boss.
Yeah, she is. So now, you are part of faith institution leader in this community, and I am looking at, because we are concentrating on nation builders foundation. We are looking at the struggles. We are looking at the legacies, right? Mm-hmm. So, what role? Because I'm sure that, if I'm not mistaken, for about 16 years now, you've managed an organization, a faith-based organization, for about 16 years. Welcome to Community Circle.